and they are very appreciative of the food we took to them. I have a few more things that I'm taking over this afternoon. So next week, if anyone would remember to bring either a cash gift or food for Becky's place, they will appreciate it. And they're doing quite well. They have a full house. That means that we still are serving the community quite nicely. All right. Our program today is Tammy Bailey with us, arranged by Tracy, and he's watching in on the computer, I think. So yeah, you better be. We thank Tracy for the program today, and it is his wife. And her name is Tammy, and she has an assistant with her today. Are we going to let her introduce Mike, is it? And you can talk about Mike when you come up. So it's great to have you today, and we're going to learn about a new facility for seniors. Something that I might be looking into in another year or so. So come right on up, Tammy, and we appreciate having you here today.
Over here.
Okay. Should we do a test?
Yeah, test.
Can you hear me, Trace? Okay. All right. Should we go? Okay. Do I need to look this way then so they can see me?
Stand right about here. Fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Over here? Well, if I start to drift, let me know.
Don't worry about the screen. The screen lights. The screen lights don't knock her out. Just don't hurt.
Okay. We're ready to go? All right. So my name is Tammy Bailey. I'm Tracy's wife, and I'm the executive director at Autumn Trace Senior Communities. And I'm excited to have Mike here with me, Mike Balka. Mike is our compliance officer, but he wears many hats. And I've been with the company less than a month, so I'm very appreciative that he's here. If you have some kind of question that stumps me, I can phone a friend and call Mike. So, all right. So Autumn Trace Senior Communities, I've given everybody a little goodie bag with some information, and I've also given everybody an index card. So as I'm speaking and sharing information today, if you think of someone that you know that's caring for a loved one or somebody that you know that might be able to use our services, I'd appreciate it if you jot their name down. And if you feel comfortable giving those names to me, I would be happy to reach out to them. Or if you want to share our information, we will be opening soon in Bedford. So I brought some slides to show you on our PowerPoint. Opening soon. We will be at 2910 Evergreen Drive. Has anybody ever heard of Evergreen Drive? Because it's probably brand new. Right, we're sandwiched between the Shawnee Apartments and the movie theater right off of Shawnee. So if you're driving down Shawnee and you look to the right, you'll see our facility being built. The nice thing and the unique thing about our community is that we're going to be different from any other place here in Lawrence County, because we're going to be 2 stories, and it's really going to be a beautiful, beautiful building. Mike and I have been out there 2 or 3 times over the last months to watch the progress, and it's going to be a lovely place. This top one, I'll just point that one out. That's looking down into our entryway, but all of the upstairs is open. There's a beautiful fireplace that will be all the way up to the top floor. That's going to be really a nice feature. So we're breaking ground now. Well, I shouldn't say we're breaking ground. We broke ground and we're supposed to open in October, but because of COVID, everything's gotten pushed back a little bit. So we're hoping, we heard today, December 15th, and we're really hoping that happens, December 15th. Okay, who are we? We at Autumn Trace Communities are a team of dedicated, knowledgeable, and passionate individuals. We've operated in Central Indiana for over 10 years until we began to construct our own buildings, Autumn Trace Communities. And we've got buildings in a lot of the rural communities in Indiana. Madison, Seymour, Linton are a few. Attica was our first building, right, Mike? Second building. Linton, the first one. So how much more we'll expand, I'm not sure, but Bedford will be the 8th building in the company. We go above and beyond expectations and provide remarkable services in a beautiful and comfortable setting. I brought some pictures, actual pictures of some of our suites that are in Seymour, so you can kind of see what the rooms will look like. So we have 3 different sizes. We have a deluxe suite, a 1-bedroom apartment, and a 2-bedroom suite. They all come with a kitchenette, individual climate control. They have easy open windows. They have ADA compliant restrooms, and they're beautifully, beautifully decorated. And here is an actual picture from our Seymour building. Am I in anybody's way? I'll move over if I need to move here. You can see there's plenty of room for a queen or a king-size bed, a nice-size closet, and all of our rooms are not furnished, so we would want you to bring your own furniture and decorations and make the room your own. So here is our 1-bedroom suite. This is a great option for an individual or a couple to enjoy plenty of room, featuring a living space and large bedroom. And again, this suite also includes a kitchenette and a bathroom. And this is some pictures from our Seymour campus of a 1-bedroom option. And then finally, we have a 2-bedroom suite. This is our largest accommodation, and it has that extra space so that if you're like my husband and I, he likes to sleep in the other room sometimes when I'm snoring, and you can have that option there. And this is the room here in Seymour, and there's a room on either side of the living room, as you can see, a bedroom. And a very nice size walk-in closet. I was very impressed by that. I would like to have that in my house. Okay, and then finally, this is the bathroom that functions in all 3 different styles of suites, and you can see they're very large. Lots of room for a walker or somebody that might have a wheelchair. We've got handrails and a very easily accessible shower with a built-in shower chair. So what is assisted living? Assisted living is a great option for individuals who still desire independence but may need some assistance with activities of daily living. And these are some of the things that we can provide, such as bathing, dressing, dining, and personal care. We will have a wellness nurse that will work with each resident and their families to cater a specific care plan for them. And we have 24-hour care staff, which is in a lot of cases what people are really looking for, is that knowing that somebody's close by with their loved one. We will also offer various activity programs. And each of these aspects helps our residents to feel safe in a home-like environment, and while still ensuring their health and wellness needs are satisfied. If anybody has questions, please, yes, Ray.
What about pets?
Yes, you can have a pet. And I was thrilled to hear that, because a lot of people don't want to leave they don't want to leave little, I don't blame them. Now, we can't take a St. Bernard or anything, but if you've got a little dog or cat, there you go, yeah. But yes, you can have a pet. So what activities are available at Autumn Trace Communities? We encourage everybody to let us know what you enjoy doing, and we can get some plans together and do some activities that you want to do. We also have outings. Now, right now, it's constantly changing with COVID, like everything is, but we're hoping to get back to where we can do outings in the community We have walking and exercise clubs. Our building is going to have a nice sidewalk area around the building so people can get some exercise. Board games, painting, baking, and visits from family. And we encourage groups to come out and be a part of our community. So maybe Rotary can come out and have one of their meetings in our dining room one day and let us provide the meal. Sorry, Allison. You can come too. You can just, there we go, okay. Okay, our visitors are allowed, yes. Autumn Trace is a home for all our residents, so visitors are welcome and encouraged. Family members and friends can stop in at any time and can stay even to enjoy a meal or an activity with their loved one. Now, we do have COVID restrictions. I don't want to say COVID too many times throughout this, but we're doing temperature taking, having you wear masks and so forth. So part of our wellness, the wellness aspect of our facility is, I mentioned we have a wellness nurse, and she will do, some of our residents don't need any type of wellness care as far as assistance with showering or things like that, but if they do, we've got plans that we can put in place. We will also help with transportations to appointments. Some people need that, especially if they've got loved ones that live out of town and they've got appointments, you know, that they can't get to. Task bus doesn't always run at certain times, but we can help with those things. We also have a 24-hour staff, so there will always be somebody there. And we have, let's see if there's something else I wanted to check here. But we do, just again to reiterate, service plans available to accommodate each person's needs. If they don't need any kind of assistance, then we're still going to be a good place for them to come because there's somebody there 24 hours a day. So the amenities. With their monthly rate, these are the things that are included in that. We have weekly housekeeping, weekly laundering of linens and towels. We have family gatherings provided by Autumn Trace, and we have 24-hour cafe. These are some pictures actually from Seymour, our Seymour building. We have a chapel. If our residents can't get out for whatever reason to their home churches, we've got chapel and services in-house. We have a beauty shop, and we have a theater, and we have beautiful courtyards, porches, and patios that we're getting excited to start showing off here before long.
What about internet?
Yes, we do have internet. Right, Mike? Plenty of Wi-Fi, right?
Actually, Wi-Fi is free on your other.
So our restaurant style dining, meaning they can select some items that they'd like to have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We have snacks and beverages available. We have those cute little kitchenettes, but if you didn't want to have food in those, you've got plenty of options in our dining room. We also have a private dining areas, so if you wanted to have a family get together or a birthday or something, you've got that option. And then we also have accommodations for special diets if people have those needs. So I put up here kind of a cost comparison, showing some monthly costs that what you might have at home compared to what we'd have at the cost what it would cost you to live at Autumn Trace. And the one thing that always stood out to me is the in-home care availability. If somebody needed somebody to stay with them, 4 hours of care for $20 an hour would be $2,400 a month. That's a lot of money. And usually 4 hours, if somebody needs 4 hours, they probably need even more. But that's all included in what we do at Autumn Trace. I'll step over here a little bit. You look like you're looking around. At Autumn Trace, our residents thrive and enjoy worry-free living. Their families enjoy peace of mind knowing their loved one is safe. So what are the many benefits we have to offer to local seniors and their families? I've put together just a few things that we can provide. So I think one of the most important things is that we have their 24-hour staff available for emergencies, or if residents have a need, they can just push a button through our wireless call system. So we provide a little pendant for each of our residents. So not only if they're in their room and they need something, if they're in the dining room, if they're walking down the hall, if they're in the elevator, wherever they might be, they can push their pendant and it will alert the staff. So that's one way of having peace of mind for families. Also, second item there, and I've heard this a lot as I've been in long-term care, caregiver fatigue. You all are probably acquainted with somebody who's taking care of their loved one, and they get tired and they get burnt out, and it starts to be hard on them. When your loved one is in their 90s and you're in your 70s or late 60s, you start to feel that yourself when you're caring for someone. So Autumn Trace provides a safer environment for the resident and allows their time spent with loved ones to be much more enjoyable. Instead of going over to mom and dad's and cleaning house or doing laundry or paying bills, they can now go over and just visit and enjoy their company. So personal care for Autumn Trace residents is simple with our walk-in showers, plenty of handrails, and a built-in shower chair. If more assistance is needed, one of our care staff will be standing by to lend a hand. So if there came a time that somebody needed help, we would be there. Autumn Trace serves delicious and nutritious meals in our restaurant-style dining room. Challenges of cooking are eliminated as residents select from delicious meal options and even help create the menu. Or if you're like me and you just hate to cook, it's nice to not have to do that. If housekeeping and home maintenance has become difficult for your loved one, Autumn Trace staff can take care of those chores for you. And finally, and I've found this a lot too as I've been in long-term care, many seniors miss the social life that they once had. At Autumn Trace, we have a life enhancement director who will provide many ways to socialize and they will gain new friendships through a full calendar of activities and outings. And like I mentioned before, if you came to our facility and you had something you enjoyed doing, we can get that started for you with the new residents there. Does anybody have questions? That was kind of a quick run through, but yeah.
What makes your facility very much different than, say, Bliss House, where my mother was for years, and Stonebridge on that side of it?
Okay. Mike, do you want to address that?
Sure. What we strive to do is our decor and everything is set up for like a house rather than a facility. We actually try to call them communities more so than a facility. When someone moves to Autumn Trace, as their needs change over the years, they don't have to move to a different part of the building to receive more care or receive more assistance. We just adjust their care plan and start arriving at their room more often. But I'd say the biggest difference with us being a privately owned, smaller company is just a whole lot of flexibility in how we do things and what we do. We do have certain plans in place for how we do things, but if we always like to say, we don't show folks our model and ask where do you fit in. We have our wellness nurse meet with you and your loved ones and create that personalized plan of care. So it's quite often that somebody has a need that we've never even come across before. And that's the fun part, is figuring out how to meet that need.
And one of the things too, I'll just add what Mike said, is having been working in other facilities is one of the things that was always hard for me to explain was the level of care. Somebody might have be a level 2, a level 3, and certain things made them a level of care. And that's a certain amount of money every month, and they met this, and this, and this. And what I liked about our model was the fact that somebody could say, I need this a la carte service, and put it into their care plan, or this a la carte service. I don't need all these other things that, made up that particular level of care, or I didn't fall into that level of care. To me, that's much more easily explainable. That's easier to explain than it is to just say, well, you're a level 2. And they might say, well, why am I a level 2? Because of this and this and this. It's very generalized terminology, and this is much more specific as to what they need as far as their care goes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Someone who's pretty much totally independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, different price levels.
We do. The rate itself includes those amenities that I showed, the meals, the laundry, housekeeping, and so forth. And then if they don't need any type of services, they don't need help with medications or showering or anything like that, they aren't charged those things. But later down the road, they may eventually need it. So we might add a certain piece to that. That would be added up to their monthly cost. So, or they might, they might catch the flu for a couple of weeks and really could use a little bit of help until they get well. Greencastle, is that our home office? In the,
I'm at price-wise.
oh, base. Okay. Base rate.
I was gonna say, from what we're gathering here, the biggest
We're very price competitive. Our deluxe suite, which is our studio style of suite, is $2,700 a month. And again, it covers all your meals, your utilities, laundry, housekeeping, just the 24-hour staffing that's there. And then those other pieces can be added in. We have I guess one suite, but there is a second person charge, which is $750. Is that right, Mike? So, yeah, if there's a second person, which covers their meals and the other things that they would have. Our one bedroom is $3,700. Our two bedroom is $4,700. So, again, I'm familiar with our competitors, and we are very competitive in price. Who owns Autumn Trace? Autumn Trace. Well, what is do we have a?
Autumn Trace Management is our,
This is a rotary four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?